Yo! What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Top 8 for Blitz Summer Cup. This is the last day, day 4 of Round Robin 2, and also just the final day of Top 8 as a whole. Top 4 will be beginning on August 11th here on this stream for the first day, and then the grand finals will be on the official stream. Yeah, my name is 34 for those of you who are new. I am NA's English competitive streamer, and today we'll only be covering one set. It's going to be Ponda versus Origin. Now, top 4 is already locked in on the NA server. Both Ponda and Origin are in it, but this is just a match to kind of help out with determining seeding. At the moment, Origin is on top with 12 wins? No, 11 wins out of 12. Joker is in second with 10 wins out of 12. And we will see if Origin's able to go 12 for 13, which would guarantee them the first spot, or if they would go 11 for 13, and then if Joker wins today, which they're playing against Nox, so it's very likely that they will win today, then we would have a tie, and it would go down to games 1, I believe. So we'll see how that looks right now. And just a bit, sorry, my hair's a little messed up. I'm gonna fix it there. But yeah, only one set today, and it'll only be just for seeding purposes. Both teams are already comfortably in top 4, and we can take a look at the standings in just a second here. One moment. There's something I'm looking for. So yeah, I do have a spreadsheet right now that I was looking at with Draconic that he helped to make, or I shouldn't say that he helped to make, he did make. Just trying to see if I can zoom in a little better here before I show it off. And be prepared, it's going to be a bit of a flash of white. It's on light mode. I don't know how to make dark mode for Google Sheets, but let me put that on real quick. And these are the current standings. I haven't cross-checked to make sure that everything is correct, but I would imagine it is. We've got Origin with 12 wins. Yeah, so, and then I do have 12 wins. Yeah, 12 wins, Joker with 11, Ponda, Leverage, Dino, 70, Reggie, and Nox, all in order. And so if it goes down to set wins, that's the first criteria. Origin's on top. And the second criteria, if multiple teams have set wins, is total number of wins, of which it seems Origin has 50, Joker has 49, so it's going to be super close coming down to the wire, if it does come down to a tiebreaker. But if Origin gets a win today, they don't have to worry about anything else. But yeah, that's how the standings are looking right now. I'm going to go ahead and go to hide this real quick as I pull up the website just so you can see all of the matches that are going on today. Although I am the only streamer, so if you want to watch any other brackets, too bad. Rose will not be covering today. It's just me. So, El Bozo, I suppose. You're forced to be here. But this is the standings for Round Robin 2. Joker is on top because this time they defeated Origin, whereas in the previous Round Robin, Origin defeated Joker. But since Origin had 2 more wins in the other set, they're still ahead. Or not in the other set, in the other Round Robin, they're still ahead. Leverage in 3rd and Ponda in 4th, although they both have the same amount of wins, being 4. They did fight already, and Leverage beat Ponda, so Leverage has the head-to-head advantage there. Dinos in 5th, Evany 6th, Reggie 7th, Nox 8th. None of these teams can possibly make it into top 4. This is actually true after Round Robin 2, Day 2. Top 4 is already locked in. So yesterday and today are purely seeding-based matches, so it doesn't really matter how these teams all do today, although it would be interesting to see one of them knock potentially Leverage or Ponda down. In terms of matches being played, which is what I wanted to pull up here as we're watching, is Origin Ponda. Joker's playing Nox, so they're gonna have an easy win most likely. Leverage Evany. Evany is in 6th place right now, and Dinos Reggie, so the 5th and 7th place teams fighting as well. This set completely inconsequential. Neither of these teams are in top 4. If Evany could upset Leverage somehow, or Nox could upset Joker somehow, that would be pretty significant. But none of these games are being streamed, so we're not going to be able to watch them. Also wanted to say hello in chat to Toiko Draconic. What's up? Jim's here. Jugoshka? Gushonka. That's how it's pronounced. Okay, sorry. I had to think about that one. OG. That's what she said. Makako and Vaughn. Welcome, y'all. Gonna go to just chatting. I've already got my invite, and I haven't accepted it yet because I've been too busy kind of showing off everything else going on right now. But oh my goodness, we only have 2 minutes left. Let me pick a tank real quick, and then we'll get right into things. Origin is on the left, Honda's on the right. Wait a second, update the icons, and here we are. Don't want to delay. Oh, and I forgot that I was messing around. I turned off my webcam. Off stream. Okay, there we are. I was sampling a few teams' logos. A few more teams, or not a few more teams, but 2 more teams sent me their logos that they are updating, and then I wanted to show them how it would look on stream. So I turned off the webcam and took pictures. But anyway, this is again the final set of top 8 that will be streamed this season. And the map rotation, as you can see by the mini-map maybe, Rockfield is going to be the map for games 1 and 2, a nice, fun, symmetrical one. And then in terms of the full map list, where is it? I'm looking, here we go. Mayan Ruins for 3 and 4, and then if it's not a 4-0, we'll see Hellas and potentially even Middleburg. So Mayan, Hellas, Middleburg are the other maps not being played right now. Now, the previous time that these 2 teams played, it went to tiebreaker. Ponda went to 6 tiebreakers out of their 7 sets, of course, in the first round robin, but it was a tiebreaker, so they did keep it close with Origin, and hopefully they will have a good fight today as well. Origin is going to be running 3 Krons, a Sheridan, a 60 DP Sturv, and IS-7. Honda are going in with 3 Sturvs, 1 Kron, 1 T100, IS-4, and 777. So Honda more invested in the Sturvs with 3 Sturvs, 1 Kron. Origin are the opposite with 3 Krons and 1 Sturv. Also interesting that they're both using light tanks, but they're different light tanks. Hands are running the Sheridan for that nice view range that the tank has. As of the current balance, it has the highest view range in the game, although this is getting changed very soon with the next season. But currently, that is how the tank is, the highest view range in the game, and it could be pretty useful for a map like this one, where there's lots of rotations and it's not always just a big slugfest. I mean, to be fair, the meta has kind of mostly evolved so that it's not always a big slugfest at the beginning, but you do tend to see that sometimes. But this is a nice map where if you can take advantage of a light tank having nice camo, and being able to spot there's a lot of bushes and places for cover on this map. It's pretty good to have such a tank as the Sheridan. He's going to be going towards the A side and spotting. Market in the T100 LT spotting Bubba and Cora in the middle, but he gets lit himself all the way on the C side of the map. Now, we can see Ponda is mostly set up over on the A side, but they do have a couple of their own tanks in the C area. We can see two of those Stirs, Rax and Pafalupi, set up on this side of the map. Origin are kind of similar. Jay taking a couple bleeds early on there, as well as Tanner, Cora, and Bubba all taking hits here. Ponda have done a great job of bleeding him out this far. Cora activates his tungsten, but doesn't hit the shot that he was trying to. So a bit of a waste of tungsten there. However, Bubba's gotten into the B base, but already Ponda's making a play on him. Pagman work QC all the way from A. And Bubba is already incredibly low. Sherman's going to drive into the fight here. Pagman's getting tracked himself, though. He is tracked. He can't move. Jay, Tunnel both putting in their clips into him. He's still tracked out. Origin's going to lose Bubba, though. Work gets the kill. Pagman surviving on 600 hit points. Origin mostly stacked up on the C side at this point, but now Group is getting focused here, and his ammo rack is damaged. He's got a crew member dead. He's quickly disposed of here, and Origin are just reloading their clips. They're going to rotate in with Panzer, Tanner, but Cora is now quite isolated for the Origin team, and he will be handled relatively quickly if Ponda decides to push him. However, Rax and Pafalupi are in trouble, and if they both go down, Origin will regain tank equality here, as it will be a 5-on-5. However, Cora may not survive for very long. It will likely be a 5v4 rather quickly. Up in comes Market with his T100, taking a big hit from the 60 DP, but that's likely going to be the only extra shot Cora can put in here. Ponda will be up a tank. They'll be up around 1,000 hit points, and they're up on the bases as well. They did take B, while Origin was in the middle of killing Pathy and Rax. So it's not completely unwinnable for Origin right now, but they definitely did not have a good opening. Bubba getting trapped in the B base, and Origin were not able to get the kill on Hagman that they wanted to by getting that permatrack. Nice shot there from Panzer into Sherman, and Ponda not quite punishing for it. Chip, the furthest forward tank here for Ponda, and he's actually found Tanner isolated. Uh-oh, Tanner's not in a great position at the moment. He's got this rock to use for cover, but Chip could get himself in a crossfire here with Tunnel, but Tunnel finally fixing all of his modules. He had a dead, I think it was a dead driver, as well as some other stuff, maybe gas tank, but all fixed now. The hit point difference is still about 1,000, more like 800 here, but the caps are ticking. Ponda did grab the A base while all of this was going down, and they're just gonna set up their bunker. Chip is a little bit far forward compared to the rest of Ponda, but he's got the hit points to do so. He's just gonna play for vision here. He's keeping Tanner lit. Tanner can't make any overly aggressive plays, but what happened to Pagman? Oh man, off camera, Pagman got caught out, spotted perhaps by Panzer, but him and Tanner get the double tap on Pagman. Not sure what that was. Jay gonna move forward, the highest hit point tank. Tunnel and Jay gonna go for Chip here. He might get himself full health clipped, actually. Need a decent roll here. Nope, Jay does get the kill, and all of a sudden things have been swung around. It was just a 4-on-5. Now a 4-on-3. I didn't see what happened to Pagman, but Origin went for those Kronvons, clipping out Chip. That's the nice thing about having Krons. That burst damage is great, but 800 points for Ponda. Origin do need to manage the caps. They're going for Sherman here. Jay's going to get himself in from the front. Tunnel from behind. Sherman's just trying to go for face hug to not allow Jay to go for a pen, but Jay doesn't care. Hits his shots anyway. Will step into B, and now Tunnel on his way to A. He didn't actually get spotted by... Oh my goodness, what's happening to Market? Market got caught out. Oh, he went for Panzer, but Tanner's here as well. Oh no. I was about to watch what happened on the A side, but no, Market got caught out. Missing the shot on Panzer, and he's dead. He runs that way, he'll find Tanner. And yeah, down he goes. Kind of missed what happened to both Market and to Pagman, but somehow Origin, despite being down a tank, down the hit points, and down the caps, able to bring it back with those Krons being so good. And you're able to allow them to reload. That's the nice thing about autoloaders and auto reloaders. Anytime that there's a slow point in the battle, they reload for free, and they have much better damage burst than Ponda tanks did late game. And they're able to take that one back, even though such a poor start for them. great clutches at the end. Great first game for Origin. And Ponda looked good at the start, but the tanks that were alive in the end game just weren't good enough for Ponda. They weren't able to support Chip, who just got rushed out, and I think that's something that Ponda should have definitely recognized as well, is that Origin last remaining tanks are all heavy hitters. Kron Von with 1200 burst, and the Sheridan, which is a hit-and-run master. And maybe putting Chip so far up was a mistake on Ponda's end. But that's game 1. Sponza swap game 2, Origin going to be getting rid of one of their Krons and putting in a Sturf, but other than that, same lineup, keeping the Sheridan as well. Ponda a similar lineup of their own, but they get rid of a Sturf, add a 777, and also get rid of the IS-4 and add an IS-7. Okay. Yeah, I definitely should have said something earlier on in the battle, you know, Chip being so far forward, like, yes, he has the hit points, but those Sturfs have such big burst. And yes, it did require a little bit of high rolling, as, you know, the Kron only has 1200 base clip, and the Sturf is like 2450 or something, which is a bit more than 2 clips, but considering the crew skills, that heavy rolling slightly higher on average, you know, the Krons were able to get that kill no problem. What's up, Kaiser's here? What up? Mona, Jimbob, Florian, EI, De Silva. What up? Pickles here, DV Tanker. Shalom. Well, here is game 2. See if Ponda will know better than to overextend this time. I think they should have relied on a Market more for vision. Because yes, he didn't have the most hit points, but he's got the camo. And all things equal, if you pit a T100 against a Sheridan, Sheridan does have that extra view range, but T100 has the camo, and they kind of cancel out in terms of spotting each other. It kind of depends on, you know, bushes and whatnot, of course. That's an important thing to consider for spotting, but T100 and LT Sheridan, I don't know which one will spot the other first, but it'll be around the same time. This time it looks like both light tanks going towards the A side. Panzer will get some better spotting with the Sheridan. Now, he only lights Pagman, gets lit himself as well. Missing the shot into Market, though. Market gets lit himself. But Origin going for an early B grab, and is Work QC going to go for a reset here? Could be a little bit scary if he does so, as he does find Tanner, Cora, and Panzer. Cora might sneak in a shot, he does so. Great shot from Cora. And covering Bubba in order to allow him to grab the B base. But will take a hit getting out, though. He's back and off, but Sherman grab an A on the same time. Group gets C, and Ponda had a couple tanks over on the C side, but they've backed off. And once again, Origin having the B base without a whole lot of issue. Although, to be fair, last game, Ponda, they took it back eventually. Bubba's still bleeding here. Backing himself out, driving backwards, which I think is a good play, of course, keeping the armor towards the enemy, but Ponda's still able to get those hits in, no problem. And they are rotating towards the C side. You can see Market's making a move. Rax and Patfield, though they started backing off, they are not that far back. Also, it seems Jay's getting spotted from Work QC. I do like this sneaky little bush position that he's in, even though, you know, Origin already knows that he's around here. But it's been a while since he was last spotted. He could have moved, I suppose, according to what Origin have seen with their info. Market's going for some spotting here, and look at Panzer sneaking around. He's waiting for Market just to back up a little bit. But in that big shell, he does so. 575. And that's a third of Market's hit points gone. 200 LT, you don't want to be taking those stray hits, as you don't have a lot of hit points to begin with. Ooh, but Panzer takes a hit himself. 450, so decent roll from the 777. And in come Ponda with their reinforcements. They found Group and Panzer. Market sneaking a shot into Panzer. Now Panzer is much lower even than Market is. And they're also making a move into the B base, but here is A-Cap being stopped by Origin. They're going to go for Work QC here. They're going to have 3 tanks on him. Tunnel should pick up that kill. And in the meantime, Origin have backed off all other tanks. Group and J are all safe here. Tunnel will get the kill on Work, but looking at Tunnel here, yeah, he does pick up that kill. And even Group is kind of hugging this center area. Also, taking a look at the 60 TPs, Cora and Tanner have found Sherman, who's just trying to run away as best he can. Panzer should pick up the kill. No, bounces it. But 815 points here for Ponda. They need to make some sort of move. And they found Bubba, but they lose Sherman at the same time. And so they need to pick up this kill. Pagman gotta hit this shot. This is important. Hit points are actually in Ponda's favor, so they're just fine. They are still down a tank, but they are rather unified, and they can actually get picks on Jay and group here if they're quick. However, Chip taking a bit of punishment. Jay just gonna unload his clip as quickly as he can before he goes down. But while all this is going on, yes, Origin have lost 2 tanks, but they've picked up a base themselves. Pagman is fighting one-on-one with Tunnel here, but Tanner's got support. Big hits in there. It's still anyone's game. Now it looks like Ponda are a tank up, but they need to stop the bases. 900 here for Origin, and they're ticking quickly. There's no clear way for them to get into A or B, but Chip does go down. Wasn't able to see where that was being aimed into, but Pagman is actually suffering in his fight as well. But it's not going to matter. Origin pick up the kill. And that did put them over 1,000 points, with the points ticking up so quickly for them. Ponda were just a little bit too slow to get back to A and B in time. And Origin did have a good defense setup. Again, having those nice high burst tanks at the end, like the Kronvon 60 TP and, of course, the Sheridan, are just good for putting in those big bleeds, so that if Ponda has to push into the open, they have to take big damage. I didn't see how Chip died. That would have been good to show. I missed that one. I didn't see any action happening by him, so I looked elsewhere too. He pushed through the spawn, but either way, that kill did help secure Origin that win. They're up 2-0. Despite having a shaky opening in the first game, they're looking very clean now. And Mayan Ruins is the map for games 3 and 4 here. What's up, Reaper and Zion? Welcome to the stream. Origin are fully committing to their stirves this time around. They've been using Krons pretty heavily, but now 4 stirves, 2 Krons, 1 IS-7. No light tank here from Mayan. You don't always see one, although it's definitely usable. Ponda are going with 3 of their own stirves, so plenty of DPM, but they're going a bit heavier with their MLEs, 60 TP, and a 777. So got your collector's tanks all on the Ponda team. MLE 777, and of course the stirve, all are collector's tanks. You know, right now we're in probably the most pay-to-win meta. I don't want to say the most pay-to-win meta that Blitz has seen, because there was a T22 meta. And back right around the time that mediums were first nerfed, there was actually a small M60 meta, because when Wargaming first nerfed all of the medium tanks, the M60's pen wasn't touched. So it had the same pen as all the heavies did and all the mediums did pre-nerf, but it itself was the medium, so that was incredibly strong. And the teams that had the most success were the teams that had the M60, although at that time the M60 had not been sold yet. It was only given away randomly, a condition where people still don't know what happens, but people think it was for Wallet Warriors, so that was also a pay-to-win era. But those are both decent amount of time ago, and in recent history this is the most pay-to-win meta that we have ever seen. That's what Wargaming wants to have for the season, I suppose. We'll see what happens for the next season. But Ponda immediately sending their stirves all the way to the seaside, and Origin are bringing theirs to the middle. 2 of them are already there, but Market's going to get spotted early. A nice shot from Tanner. He's going to the corner himself, and he took a hit as well. He's going to find a lot of opposition in the corner. However, Origin pushing right through B, looking at Bubba here, finding Sherman in the 60 TP. But all of the Origin tanks are spotted in the middle here. But looking at Ponda here, are they all lit yet? No. Work, Pafalupi, Pagman are all going over the bridge. They're not going to be pushing Tanner quite yet. Tanner and Rex having a little bit of opposition, but what's happening to Tanner? He's getting shot in the rear. Lots of damage being put in across the board here. Income, Pagman, Pafalupi, and Work putting lots of shots into group. However, Chip is completely surrounded here from Origin. He's going to get picked off first, does so. And Origin are going to continue their push into Market Man, whereas Group is still taking punishment, as well as Tanner from Rax, although that's a little bit closer. No, Origin's choosing not to drop low. That'd be a big waste of time for them to push Market Man, but Panzer, no. Market does miss the shot. Tanner does fall. Pag and Paflupi helping pick up those kills, but Origin are deciding to push down. Jay's a little bit slow to join the fight. His gun is absolutely needed. He's going to be putting a clip into work QC. He's trying to survive as best he can, but he's getting clipped here. Jay's hitting his shots. Hits all 3 of them. That's super useful. Bubba's going to get a quick pick there, although Cora falls as well. So it's close at the moment. Panzer should sneak market. It's currently a 4-on-4. Things are close. Panzer the lowest tank for Origin, but he is much safer than Rax right now. And Jay's just pushing for the kill. Ponda doesn't have a way to support Rax. Sierra did miss the kill shot. Jay won't, though. They're going to go all in on Bubba here, who is isolated himself. He's going to back up as quickly as he can, but I like what Ponder doing here. They're splitting off. Hagman not pushing Bubba. They don't need all 3 tanks on him. And he actually goes for Panzer there, although he's not connecting that shot. But Ponda with great resource allocation there, only putting the 2 tanks in to get the kill on Bubba. It's now a 3-on-3, but again, the Kronvons late game are so strong. They've already got full clips again after a little bit of slow moments in the battle. Sherman's pushing in to see if he can do some damage to Panzer, but Panzer's already out. He's not in any danger right now. And Sherman's going to put in 1 shot, but for 1 shot that he puts in, Sierra's about to put in 3. However, if he backs up, he might find Paffalupi, so you want to be careful with that. Pagman's also going to come in from the side as well, but Jay is putting pressure, preventing Sherman Paffalupi from doing anything quite clearly, but Pagman's still sneaking around the flank, and he is spotted as well. Is he looking for Panzer? Panzer is not at the moment lit, but he's making a run for it. He's going to try to get a crossfire in Pagman here. They do spot each other. Panzer misses the shot, though, and Sierra takes double hit here. Paffalupi's putting shots in. Pagman's got him in the rear. Ponda have great late game positioning, and Sierra's not looking too hot. He's going to end with a full clip here, not able to put in any shots with it. And that's the unfortunate part of having the Kron, is if you've got all those shots in the end, but you can't use them. Not good, and Ponda doing some great positioning here in the end. Jay and Paffalupi shouldn't have any issues dealing with Jay alone. And Pagman is just trying to fight Panzer here. They're both fighting each other, missing shots into each other, but it's fine right now. For Ponda, they can afford to take hits. Paffalupi is on 1300, so he's not even easily clippable as well, and Sherman going in for a flank. Big track from Paffy into Jay, and Jay can't move forward quick enough. He puts in another shot to Paffalupi, but Paffalupi's on 514. He can't die to the shot. Even a max roll won't do it. Jay puts it in, but he will go down now to Paffalupi. Nope, Sherman picks it up first. And Panzer, who's still spotted, going to try to sneak something in, but he is on 80 hit points, and he's got to put in, let's see, at least 2 shots on Sherman, 2 on Pag, 1 on Paffalupi. Yeah. It's going to be very difficult. And Pagman's in the B base. He's got cover. Origin already has points. I don't see Origin being able to bring back this one. Even though they did bring back game 1. This one's not looking quite as good for them. What's up, James? James is here. Van Leeroth, what up? Andy's here. What's up, y'all? Set is starting to heat up here. Panzer's going in. He's going to fight it as well as he can here, because it's not like it's completely unwinnable. If Ponda were to play this not very smart, somehow Panzer could bring it back, but they're just going to take their time here. Pagman not risking anything. Paffalupi's going to come up from behind. Panzer seems to be aware that, you know, something is coming, but he doesn't know exactly what it is when it's coming. He looks that way. Great awareness on his part, and he does get the pick on Paffalupi. So he gets 1 kill there. Pagman's not pushing his advantage, though. Even though Panzer was reloading, Pagman's just going to wait it out, right? The bases are all they need. Panzer cannot push Pagman because Sherman's right behind him. Panzer's just going to try to make a move. Pagman's just going to get the kill at that point. Good try from Panzer. He did pick up 1 of the 3. Props to him for not giving up that one, but it was not meant to be. Ponda are not going to pull a leverage and throw a 3-on-1. So, great game from Ponda there. The end game play was phenomenal. Even though Origin had 2 Kronvons, which should definitely be dealing out a ton of punishment in the end game, they were just outpositioned. Pagman going for a flanking play, and Panzer wasn't able to keep him off of his teammate long enough. Well, here is game 4, y'all. The spawns swap on Mayan, and Ponda do have a chance to equalize it up here. It is currently 2-1 Origin, but Ponda could definitely fire back. They've got momentum now with the win on the board for them. They're going to be rocking a very similar lineup. 2 Sturves, 2 Sevens, 2 Emilys, and a 60 TP to anchor down. And Origin are getting rid of the Krons entirely here. 3 Sturves, 2 60s, 2 IS7s. Mine does tend to be a bit of a heavier map than most. You can even see a mouse here occasionally or something along those lines of EK72, what have you. But 60 TPs seem to be the super heavy of choice today for both teams, which I don't blame them for. Because that is a tried and true tank. It has survived the test of time since it was introduced, albeit not that long ago, but it has been a couple years at this point. Need medium meta back, heavy's been dominant for long enough. I agree, but Wargaming doesn't seem to. As they are not really doing a whole lot to address the problems that mediums have. Yo, we have a sub here from Sneck. Oh, I should probably read notifications. No, that's the only one. Okay. Thank you, Sneck, for the sub. 13 months. That's crazy. Appreciate you for that, man. That's very kind. Unfortunately, I have to keep them muted, but I'm glad I did catch that one. And I guess that's a good time for me to remind y'all that if you're new, I would appreciate you dropping a follow on my Twitch, subscribing to my YouTube. As Twitch is where I make most of my content, but I will be doing tournament streams here on YouTube as well. So, right now I'm live on both platforms. Here we all. What's up, Mojay's? Welcome to the stream. Origin are going to be again going for the middle, it seems. All of their tanks doing so. With the exception of one. This time it is Jay going corner for C alone. Last game, Tanner kind of did get caught out doing so, surprised that they're doing it again, although they will send a reinforcement this time, Panzer, although not going directly around the corner. No, he's not. No, he's just taking a different ramp position. Bubba's going to get directly into B this time. He's not going to drive right on through as last game. Sherman looking for a potential reset here. Bubba is spotted, but Cora was covering, and good on Sherman to back up, but Chip might put a shot in himself. No, he doesn't. He misses the shot. And Bubba is safe for now. However, it's not necessarily easy for him to leave this entire area quite yet. But Origin did get the B base. They have C as well before Ponda even gets A. So this map, this game may come down to the cap point. Sometimes the base in the middle doesn't get grabbed. And then it can be a little bit more even in terms of caps. But right now, things are ticking in Origin's favor, so Ponda will have to make a move, and they don't want to wait too long. Also, just love Bubba's positioning right now. He is just right in, up and next to all of the tanks here. But look at the sneaky position from Pagman. Right now, he is just covering the C corner, but he could absolutely turn around here and put shots into Bubba when needed. But right now, he's just chilling. Ponda doesn't want to reveal their trap card just yet. Where QC crossing? Oh, he's going into B now. Took a hit from Cora or Sierra, I can't tell who, but Honda will go for B. And Origin aren't quite covering it easily, although Bubba does get a shot in. Oh wait, they can use Bubba for this. Chip's gonna try to put pressure on Cora though, but Cora puts in a big shot. Sierra's gonna put in another. Never mind, I thought maybe Honda would be able to cover Work, but no, they don't do so. Group's taking a few hits up top, but Work is quite dead here. Honda trying to go for a play, but look at Chip. Oh no, Chip tried to push a little bit too far, but in come Origin. They're going for the play. Bubba gets the kill in the middle. Panzer and Tanner are going to farm the rear of Chip. He's going to put one more shot in the group before going down, but not a good start here for Ponda. They've lost one tank. They're about to lose a second. Bubba's going to take a little bit of damage here. Market and Sherman are both present, but Origin are all together right now, but Ponda are wasting time grabbing the B base. I mean, it's not really wasted time. They have to do it. But their tank is isolated for now for that reason. Sherman backing up a little bit too far, allowing Sierra to put in a shot. And Origin just have so many tanks on Sherman. Panzer should pick up the kill. Market does get grouped, so well played there, but it's 880 points now. And Ponda need to stop the bases. They are going to get Pagman into B, but it's looking too close right now. Pagman may die before Ponda even has the chance to stop the base. Hafalupi getting himself in there now as well. Oh my goodness, we just got a bit of a mess over here. Marketman does die off camera to the rest of the Origin push. Bubba, Jay, and Panzer are all there. Ponda does stop the cap. It's at 900 now. And Origin do need to grab the bases back. It's 935, but Ponda do have all three. And Tanner is going to step into B. But no, Panzer and Origin are just going to go for kills here. Pafalupi gets taken down. One more kill will do it here, and it is Rax. He is the last tank left alive. All of Origin is here. Now they do grab the B base back. Yeah, Rax seems to have given up. He'll put one more shot in, doesn't even get to do it. And Ponda drop game 4 there. That's a third win for Origin. They're 1 win away from guaranteeing themselves that #1 seed. And Origin was just dominant really that entire game. They had a great trap setup on Chip, who overextended to try to take pressure off of Work QC, but Work had already taken too much damage. And Ponda just kind of threw away a second tank, despite having already, you know, sunk Work into the ground. So, great defense of the B base from Origin. I like those Sturvs in IS-7 sneaking right behind Chip there in the A side. And Ponda just seems like they were a little bit disconnected there. They made a play for the B base, but they weren't really able to back him up properly. Origin was all there and ready. So, not sure, but a little bit incohesive. I don't want to say incoherent. I think incohesive is the right word. It's like, you know, all those tanks for Ponda weren't quite ready to converge onto the B base, whereas Origin was. We will make it to a game 5 here, so we will see a third map in play. It's going to be Hellas. Nice symmetrical map. Origin's going to be running a lot of 777s. We don't really see them run those that often. They've been sticking with mostly Krons for the first set, mostly Sturvs for the second. They will bust out 3 of them now. Bringing the T100 out. Ponda will do so as well. Market rocking his. But Ponda more interested in MLEs this time around, which is interesting. I would imagine that on the A-B side, the MLEs are a little bit tall. Low profile tends to do pretty well on the Hellas heavy side, which is probably why we're seeing those 777s for Origin. And Ponda running one of them, and a Kronvon, and a Sturv. But their E5 will be their best hold down with the Kron. Alright, y'all. Game number 5. This could be the last one. Want to look into equalize. Can they bring a tiebreaker back? They were the tie-breaking team last round robin, but this time around they haven't quite been doing so. Origin is fully committed towards A-B. Panzer are going to be capping the A base. Ponda's got most of their tanks here, to be fair, but not quite as many as Origin. They are all lined up here. Many are getting spotted, but Panzer still unlit himself as he's grabbing A for the team. Sherman, oops, sorry, I'm flowing up a little bit too far here. Sherman's grabbing B for Ponda, but he is getting pushed here. Origin are going extremely aggressive. Sherman's holding his ground, though, as all of the MLEs here are back, and they're putting big shots into Sierra, who have taken a lot of damage in Origin, who were originally going for pressure on B to see if they could stop the reset, or stop the base with a reset, are unfortunately not doing too hot. Sierra not in a great position, he's still taking damage, and at the same time, a Market has grabbed C base. Yeah, this push here from the 777s did not go well at all. Ponda had a good defense of the B base. Those MLEs actually worked out quite well, but Origin are just going to push in from below this time with the Sturvs and get the kill on Sherman that way, and they should be able to do so, but at the same time, Origin is bleeding quite a bit themselves. Tunnel in group should pick up the skill here. They're bouncing shots. Now they do get those. Okay, never mind. But lots of low health tanks here. Cora quite low. Bubba over on the dip as well. And Ponda just going around for a counter push through the rear. Pagman's looking to hunt Sierra down. Now farming group instead. As Origin need to push into these MLEs, but this is where MLEs shine greatly. Having this sort of, you know, corner peeking ability that they have is so good. Ponda grabbing A as well. Let's look at Sierra on 5 hit points. He may be able to put one more shot into Pagman, but he will go down here. And Ponda's MLEs are holding strong. Down goes Sierra. Panzer and Market in a bit of a 1v1 on the outside, and the tanks are even, but hit points vastly in favor of Ponda. They're grabbing the A base. Tunnel going to try to reset it. He's not going to. Ponda have all 3 bases. Everyone on the Ponda team is incredibly low, and it's hard for me to see who's going to get killed next, right? I'm just going to have to fly in the air. Shout out to my boy Rose for doing this sort of thing every time, but this seems to be the best way of, you know, seeing who dies here, because right now everybody is incredibly close. Panzer does win his light tank 1v1 with Market, but Chip gets the kill, and that's 1,000 points for Ponda. Really just an Origin push fail there. Not a whole lot else to say about that. Those MLEs, I was a little bit nervous about how well they would do, being such a high-profile tank, but they just played in the back. Origin pushed right to them, you know. It's like if you bring all the damage straight to the MLEs, they're going to tear it up. Those corner peeking engagements are what the MLE does so good at. Being able to peek-a-boom, it's got higher alpha damage, it's got that tungsten as well to boost that even further. Very clean win from Ponda there, and Panzer did win his light tank 1v1, but it didn't matter. Did not matter. We are for game 6. Ponda could bring a tiebreaker. That would be super fun to watch. But we will have to see what this next game has in store. Origin are potentially bringing a Sturv here. They're subbing Jay. Jay is out of here. Uh-oh. We weren't happy with his performance last game, or they just want Sierra to get a game or 2 in. Not sure. Now is the time to be confident in your roster lineup here, so them subbing out Jay does say something. But they're going to bring in 4 Sturvs, IS-7, T100, and TVP, so they will be rocking that TVP. Sierra's running it. Maybe that's why, is they didn't want Tanner in the TVP. They wanted Sierra to run it instead. Fair. And Ponda going to be rocking with some Sturvs, some 777s, a Kron, an IS-7, and a 60 TP. Okay. So no light tank this time from Ponda, whereas Origin not only have a light tank, but they have a TVP clipper as well. So they will definitely have a mobility advantage, but they might have a bit of a hard time in the AB area, whereas if Ponda just straight up put all 7 of their heavy tanks there, that's going to be a hard push for Origin to make. So will their softness come to bite them in the butt here for game 6? Origin have overextended on this map in the past, going for aggressive plays. They did it against Joker, where they ran an IS-7 all the way through, and then Pharaoh was trapping in his Sturv and completely caught him off guard. This game, it is potential. I mean, last game they did overextend as well. We'll see what they do this game, though. It looks like they are playing aggressively. Bubba's just going right through the center river area. And Panzer spots all of these heavy tanks from Ponda. Yeah, he's backing out of there. Panzer's backing out. And what that tells Ponda is this. Well, never mind. You can see by all the tanks being spotted here. Ponda knows that Origin is going outside, but the fact that Panzer ran away so quickly means that Ponda would know he doesn't have any support. But immediately Ponda are rotating back. I like their positioning here. I'm not a big fan of this. Origin have struggled pushing on this map previously. They're moving in with their Sturvs. But Chip is spotting everything. He's in a hull down tank like the Kron. It's not easy for Origin to punish him. And look at all of this. Ponda tanks, they're on Tanner now. Uh-oh. POV, you get trapped. Uh-oh. This could be bad for Tanner. They're missing their shots. Ponda are missing their shots, I will say that, but Sierra's clipping now. He's not doing a whole lot. Market's ammo rack is damaged, though, as well. Something to note, but he's pretty far back. Ponda are just going for an all-out push here into Tanner, but Origin comes for the counter push here. They're going to go for a kill on Work, you see. I don't know why Core is firing elsewhere. Same with Tunnel. They definitely need to get this kill on Work. Tanner will be able to put in one more shot before going down. And Chip's just going to reload his clip. No, he puts it into Tunnel. But Pagman may fall quickly as well. So an all-out push here. Not going great for Origin. They're down about 3,000 hit points at this point. Sierra puts in his full clip. Chip is on fire. The group goes down. Core picks up the kill on Chip, though. 2,000 hit point deficit, though, and it hurts for Origin having a TVP and a T100. Their DPM is good, but their hit points aren't going to help them survive here. And of course, the TVP is just reloading this whole time. It's painful. He should be able to help pick up a kill on Market here. Panzer and him will get that kill, but at the same time, Bubba is struggling in his fight over on this side of the map. And Rax is going to start taking a lot of damage, but Origin needed to put that into Pafalupi instead. And instead, it's a 2-on-3 Panzer and Sierra against Pafalupi, Sherman, and Rax. Now, this could be interesting here if Panzer's able to get away, but he takes a hit from Rax, doesn't take one from Sherman. He's going to try to put in an extra shot here. Sneaky hit there from Panzer. Sherman's going around. Panzer's just going to accept taking the hit here from the Sturv. Try to avoid the IS-7, but he can't. He does pick up the kill, and now Sierra's in a 1 versus 2. Now, TVP is, of course, a tricky tank because it does have that clip potential. He's not spotted. Pafalupi is spotted. He's trying to run back to his teammate here. He's facing the correct way, but here's Sierra. Puts in 1, puts in 2. Don't keep pushing too far, though. You see Sherman. He's just got to kite Sherman as long as he can. Got to go for that full clip reload. It's going to take 2 clips to kill Sherman, and even then, he has to make sure that he doesn't roll too low. But Sherman's just going to drive right over the hill. No, not quite yet. Sherman has to put 2 shots, potentially 3 if he doesn't get the right rolls. And Sierra just has to trade a clip for a shot, and he wouldn't look too bad. Sherman's going to try to look for some HE shots into the side, though. It's all coming down to this 1v1. Ponda are up on the caps, so Sierra can't stall for too long. He gets around that rock right before Sherman sneaks in that HE. And what's Sherman to do? He doesn't have to push this. He really doesn't. And this is tricky for Sierra because, you know, medium tank doesn't have the best pen. He's going to go for it, gets himself tracked, but Sherman's already able to back around the hill. Oh, no. And he's going for a clip reload. Oh, that's a mistake. That's just another free shot for Sherman. HE, you know, he gets it. And all of a sudden, Ponda forced a tiebreaker. That lineup for Origin just a little bit too light. You know, Sierra had a shot there. Very difficult to win a 1v1 against a heavy tank, especially like the IS-7. It's hard for me to say what Sierra's best bet was because he was kind of trapped. No matter where he would go, Ponda would be able to hit a shot, but man, it all comes down to Middleburg. Ponda forced a tiebreaker last time, and they were able, and Origin was able to prevail in the end. What will happen this time? This is it, y'all, to see if Origin clinches the top seed or if it comes down to total win count, which I don't entirely know. I mean, I have a spreadsheet. I'm not 100% sure if it's fully accurate. But if it is, then we'd be able to count the wins that way. So I might take that time. But here we go, y'all. Game 7, Middleburg is where it's at. Origin, for the first time, they're busting out 3 MLEs now. Ponda's got 2 of their own, 2 777s, and 3 Sturvs. Full pay-to-win lineup here for Ponda. They've got all 7 collector tanks on their roster. Origin have 4. So that's just how this meta is, I suppose. But Origin, interestingly, they do have the light tank here. Ponda don't. That could be useful. I think Origin was definitely really light there, having a TVP and a light last game. But having a light, I think, is worth sacrificing a little bit for. Maybe 2 mediums is a little bit of a stretch, but definitely having 1 is worth it, in my opinion. Having that late game mobility advantage, even though Panzer couldn't quite survive at the end. If he was able to, that would have gone so differently. And here we go, y'all. Game 7. It could not have ended any other way than this. And Origin, Ponda, final game of top 8. Who's going to take it? That light tank could be super sneaky. Who spawns up top? It is Market. Market spawning up top yet again. I remember last time we spectated Ponda. Market spawned up top, but he was in a VK72. Now he's in the MLE, and it seems like Ponda wants to go up top this time, so it is perfectly fine for Ponda for Market to spawn up here. Hands are getting an early spot in, or was that a blind fire? No, Chip was blind hit. Chip was hit blind there. He's spotted now, and Panzer getting that spot, and Origin's like, haha, we hit that blind shot on Chip. And yeah, Ponda seems to be a victim of getting blind fired quite a lot. Chip says, ouch. So good opening spots there for Panzer, although all of Origin is going up top. Ponda not quite so much. They've got Paflupi trapping down in the bottom, but we'll see how he is utilized. That could definitely put some good cap pressure onto Origin here, but we already know that Origin are quite good at managing their caps. They could bring Panzer down into A, but I think they want to get some more information up top first, because they want to know how many Ponda tanks are here before making that commitment. There's Pagman spotted, Market Chip both spotted. I think Origin know that Ponda is pretty much all up here. Will they attempt to send Panzer down, though? Yeah, Pag, Sherman, all spotted, yeah. So that's 5 tanks, potentially. I mean, is that 5 or 4? I can't count. No, there is... No one in the back, okay. They've spotted at least 4 tanks. I don't know if Rax was spotted earlier. But right now, Origin are yet to take a hit, other than HE's into Bubba, although he's just trying to grab the C base. Pagman's taking a hit, and Bubba is just chilling in the 60 TP. Market Man may go for another HE here. Bubba's going for Wiggles. No, Market goes for Tunnel instead. Work spotted. There we go. So now it's at least 5 tanks for Ponda spotted up top. Although they will go for B. That's a B grab. And Origin could take this as initiative to push up top, knowing that Ponda are a tank down over here. But they haven't counted which tank it is. Maybe they did. I think only Rex and Paflupi have not been spotted yet. And so they're both serves. They know that the serve is down. Yep, they're just going right in. Origin are pushing right in. Core's going to take some opening damage, 1300 there. Ponda did have a good setup, but Chip is getting immediately deleted here. And Core is actually not that unsafe right now. He is doing just fine. And Market Man's going to be the next target for Origin. No, they're going in for Pagman. Yeah, not quite a cohesive focus fire here. Looks like they've got 2 targets here, although Group will put in another shot. Core going to go for the kill on Market. Who's going to get there first? No, not quite. Tunnel's going to go for Market instead. Tanner overextending into 2 tanks there, but Bubba will pick up that kill, so it's a tank advantage here for Origin, and Paflupi just joining the fight now, a little bit slow in there. Group and Panzer have both isolated work on this side of the map, although Group is quite low and could be pushed. It looks like Ponda going for a counter push with Paflupi, but Work you see taking too much damage. Down goes Sherman as well off camera, and it is just Rax and Paflupi alone against 6 Origin tanks. I think Origin might be able to take it here in the tiebreaker. They do get the kill on Group, but Panzer is kiting perfectly well in his T100 LT, and it is just Paflupi and Rax against too many tanks here. Cora, despite pushing out there first and taking so much damage in the opening, able to survive until the end, even getting a kill on Paflupi here. And unfortunately for Ponda, they will drop the set in the tie-breaking game. Congrats to Origin on a great comeback there. Ponda had all the momentum heading into that last game, but Origin kept their cool. They understood that Ponda was grabbing the B base, took that opportunity to push right on through, and got an amazing early kill on Chip, which is in part thanks to that early blind fire, putting him down those extra 500 hit points. Was significant. That's an extra shot that Origin didn't have to put in with like an MLE or 60 DP or something, so that shot actually did matter. But wow, great set overall. Unfortunately, that last game not quite as close as the rest of the set, but what a fantastic top 8 this has been. In the end, Origin, Ponda, Leverage, and Joker, the 4 teams that will move on. Okay, so Origin have snagged the first seed, Joker will be the second, and I believe Leverage will be third and Ponda will be fourth. I think that's set. I don't think any of the other results matter, because even if Leverage lost their match, they would be tied with Ponda. They have 2 head-to-head wins over Ponda. But let's check it out. I'm going to really quickly click right through. I'm sure all the other sets are done at this point. Not that any of them were streamed, so y'all would only be able to know by checking the website. But here we are, y'all. Let's pull that up. As it turns out, Joker 4-0's Nox, Leverage 4-2's Evany, Anos 4-0's Reggie, and Origin 4-0's Ponda. No upsets today. Although this was a great set, and I'm glad that we did get to catch this one. No upsets today. Things will not change. The seeding will be Origin, then Joker, then Leverage, then Ponda in top 4. And Nox going winless in top 8. That is unfortunate. It is what it is, though. You reap what you sow, I suppose. And Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. Hey, they did take a game off of Ponda. I will give them that. They took a game off of Ponda. That's respectable. They take any other significant games? No. That's okay, though. Well, GG's there. Isu in the chat saying nope. Ooh, well, yeah, there is top 8. So top 4 again: Origin, Joker, Leverage, and Ponda. And I guess a little bit of info on how that's going to work. So for NA, top 4 is going to be August 11th and 12th. I don't remember what days those are exactly, days of the week they are. But the first day is going to be streamed on my channel. I will be watching one of the games. Someone else will be watching another game. I don't know who all the streamers are going to be for the other sets and whatnot, but it's going to be I believe it's just a bracket of 4 with a double elimination, I think. So we're going to watch one game, then we're going to watch losers finals, and then I think that will eliminate one team. Then there will be 3 teams left, and then on the final day, that will be not on my channel but on the official channel, I will be featured in that stream. I don't know if Wargaming have made any announcements about it, but that'll be when top 3 is decided. So it'll have losers finals and then grands, I think. Actually, no, now that I think about, winners finals has to happen at some point as well. I don't know. You know what? Scratch that. I don't know when winners finals will be played. I'm not sure. I will have to look at the regs. Maybe the regs say something. I'm going to do that off stream. All I know is that NA is going to have 2 days of top 4, and the first one's going to be on my channel, as well as other streamers, and the second one's going to be on the official channel. So that much I know is true. I guess I don't know the specifics of what matches are being played on what day, but that is what I can share with you. Anyway, that is it for today. All the sets are completed. Top 4 is done. Again, congrats to Origin, Joker, Leverage, and Ponda. In that order will be the seeding for top 4. And yeah, I will catch you all on August 11th, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, same time as always. And there will be rewards as well. That's another thing. There will be rewards. Both of those streams you will be able to watch through the portal. Those will link to my YouTube, as well as the official stream will be on the official YouTube. And then you can get rewards that way. So make sure to tune in if you want rewards. I will be doing everyone's in my server, in my Discord server, if y'all want reminders to go and join for those. That'll be it for today, though, again. So thank you all for being here. We're going to start the Twitch raid right now. So go ahead and support the streamer that I have decided to send all my viewers to. If you're watching on YouTube, it's been a pleasure. But this is it for today. So thank you all for being here. And yeah, as always, stay safe. Happy tanking.